For dynamic ads tracking on TikTok Pixel, it is really necessary that you are tracking all of the e-commerce events, and view card is one of them. In order to track view card event, we are going to see how we can do that using Google Tag Manager, Shopify, and TikTok Pixel. This video has been divided into 5 different sections. In the first section, we are going to see how we can implement Google Tag Manager on our Shopify store. In the second section of the video, we will configure TikTok's configuration tag so we can track events such as page view. In the third section of the video, we will write a script that will fire the view cart event on our Shopify store. In the fourth section of the video, we will write a tag in Google Tag Manager that will fire this view card event on our TikTok Pixel. And in the final section of the video, we will test everything to make sure it's alright and publish the changes in Google Tag Manager. If you have already configured Google Tag Manager and TikTok Pixel based configuration tag, you can directly jump over to the third section of the video. The timestamp can be found in the description below. So for the first section of the video, we are going to our Google Tag Manager web container and click on the Google Tag Manager container ID. This container ID has two different kinds of snippets. One is the head snippet and the other one is the body snippet. We need to paste both of these codes on our Shopify store, so let's just do that. Let's copy the head container snippet first and go to our Shopify store. You can click on themes and it will take you to this page where you can click on the action button with 3 dots and click on edit code. Once you click on edit code, it will take you to the back end of the website where you can see all of the theme files and all the codes that you have on your Shopify store. Currently, we are looking for theme.liquid file. This is the main file which has all the codes on your all pages of the website except the final checkout pages. So let's just add the head code right here and go to Google Tag Manager web container to copy the body code. Now go back to the Shopify store and search for the opening body tag. For me, the opening body tag is on line 92. So let's just paste the body tag here. You can hit format and save code. Now we need to make sure that our Google Tag Manager container is properly firing on our Shopify store. So let's just head back to the Google Tag Manager container and click on the preview button. The preview button is going to open a temporary debug window which you can connect with your website. So once you enter the URL of your website right here, hit connect, and this will connect the debug window with your website. Once the debug window has been connected on our website, we can verify that the Google Tag Manager is properly firing on the website using the Google Tag Legacy Assistant window, and you can also see that the Tag Assistant has been connected successfully. If you will visit this debug window, you can see that all the events, tags, and triggers that will be configured in the video in future, they will be shown right here. Perfect. Now we need to make sure that we have the TikTok Pixel configuration tag firing on all the pages of the website. So now we can go over to the section number 2 of this video and get the base configuration tag. To that, let's go over to the TikTok Ads Manager and click on Events under Tools section. Events will take us to all the pixels that we might have on our TikTok Ads Manager. Since Shopify is a web platform, we are going to go with web events. You might have more than one pixel, so just select the pixel that you want to integrate with your Shopify store, or if you do not have a pixel, you can simply create one by clicking Create. Since we already have a dummy pixel, we can select that. If you will scroll down, you will find this red button which says Add Event. We are going to select the manual step option because we want to use Google Tag Manager. Since we are not using any kind of event builder, we can skip the steps that are recommended by TikTok Pixel right here. So let's hit skip step and hit confirm. Since we are not dealing with the event API, we can uncheck this one and we are going to use custom code. So let's hit next. Great, we can hit view instructions on this and it will take you to a page where we have TikTok Pixel code. Let's just copy the code and go back to Google Tag Manager web container. Since we want this tag to fire on all the pages of the website, we are going to select all pages triggered, and for the configuration tag, we are going to go with custom HTML. Let's paste the code right here and let's copy this pixel ID because we will need this in the future. So let's rename the tag to custom HTML TikTok configuration tag. Let's hit save. And let's preview this tag to see if this is firing on all the pages of the website. Let's open the debug window and go to our website. You can also install this TikTok Pixel Helper extension. This extension works very similarly how Google Tag Legacy Assistant works. It will tell you how all the tags and triggers are firing on your website. You might see these warnings, but these are because we are using Google Tag Manager to trigger the events, not placing the script directly on our Shopify store. We can ignore these tags for now. And now we can go back to Google Tag Manager container. You remember we copied the ID for the pixel? Let's just create a variable for that so we can easily copy and paste it in future. So let's go to the variable section and click on new. And let's create a constant variable. And let's rename it to TikTok Pixel ID. Let's hit save. And let's go back to the tag sections. and replace this ID with the newly created variable. So let's replace this one with TikTok pixel ID. Let's hit save. So now we have successfully configured TikTok configuration tag on our Shopify store. We can head over to the section number 3 where we are going to write a script that will find the view cart event on our Shopify store. If you will head over to the description of this video, you will find a blog post where I have provided some scripts that you can use. Let's just copy this script. Let's go back to our Shopify store and find the opening head tag. We are going to paste this script right below the opening head tag and hit save. Once you have added this script on your Shopify store, this will see if the user is on the cart template, and then it will fire this custom view item. So let's just verify if this view cart event is working alright. Let's go to our Shopify store and let's go to the cart page directly. Once you visit the cart page, you can see that in the debug window, we have this custom view cart event, and this has the information of the products that are currently in the cart. So that means the event is working fine. Now we can head over to the 4th section of the video where we will configure a custom HTML tag for view cart event. So let's just go back to the Google Tag Manager container, and we are not going to use the custom HTML tag. Let's just use the TikTok pixel tag that has been created by the awesome community of TikTok for us. So let's just go to the template section on our Google Tag Manager web container, and under the tags template, just click on search tag. This will connect your Google Tag Manager with all the existing tags that had been created by the community. We are going to search for TikTok pixel and select the tag that has been created by the TikTok team. Click add to workspace, and this tag will be added to the workspace where we can use it. Let's go to the tag section and let's create a new tag that will fire this event. For the triggers, we don't want it to fire on all the pages of the website. We only want this tag to fire on one specific event, and that is the custom view cart event. So let's just go to the debug window and copy the name of this event so we don't make any mistakes. And let's paste it right here. Let's rename the tag to custom event custom view cart, and let's hit save. Now we can create the tag that we want to fire on this event. Let's just search for the TikTok pixel tag. Let's select this custom HTML. It requires pixel ID. Do you remember the pixel ID that we created in the beginning of the video? So we can refer to that constant variable now. And the name of the event that we want to send. We can create a constant variable for this one that will send the value of view cart to TikTok pixel. So let's select view cart and rename the variable to custom variable view cart, and let's hit save. So now this variable has been selected. Since we don't have user information on the cart page because the user provided their information on the checkout route, so we did not have access to this one. And since we are using Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics 4 configuration for view cart event, we can check this option and it will automatically map all the event parameters. The only parameter that we need to add is the currency one, so let's just do that. We can create a dataLayer variable since we have access to the currency variable right here. It's under e-commerce.currency. So let's create the variable right here. Let's do e-commerce.currency. Let's save the variable as dlv e-commerce.currency and hit save. Perfect, everything looks right. So now let's just rename the tag to TikTok EEC view cart. And let's hit save. Now we can do a test to see if this tag is working alright. Let's hit preview one more time on our Google Tag Manager web container, and this will connect the debug window with our Shopify store. Before going directly there, let's just add another product to the cart and then go to the cart page to see if the other products are also added to the cart. Let's add it to the cart, and now we can click on view cart. So now in our cart we have two different items, and if you go back to our Google Tag Manager debug window, we can see that we have custom view cart with two different items. We can also see that the TikTok e-commerce event has fired, and if you go back to our Shopify store, we can click on the TikTok pixel helper. We can see that the view cart event has fired successfully. It is showing an error that the multiple event has fired. This is because the page view event and the view cart event, both of them are firing on the page load. Therefore, it thinks that it might be an issue. However, this is not an issue. We are capturing the value, currency, content ID, content name, and all the other details that we need for dynamic marketing. In the 5th section of the video, let's just publish the Google Tag Manager container. So all the changes that we have made, they don't stay in the debug view, they are actually published. So let's do that. TikTok view cart event. So let's hit publish. Now we have successfully tracked view cart event. However, we also need to make sure that the other e-commerce events such as view category are also being tracked successfully for your TikTok pixel. View category events lets your TikTok pixel know which list of items are being viewed on your Shopify store. So in this next video, we are going to do exactly that.